Good evening, everyone. One of the viewers asked me to do a tutorial on the weight touch that Miss Barnes taught us because he's got injured shoulders and he finds he gets tight as soon as he starts to play, and he was never taught a relaxed way of playing. And to begin with, you have to realize that it starts with relaxation. And I told him he should do an exercise that a dear friend of mine, Lorna Young, showed me once, where you just leave your arms hanging like wet ropes, and then you just lift one shoulder. You imagine there's a wheel with the spokes on it, on each shoulder. You lift one as high as you can, and then you start to go forward with it, and then down with the other one. The arms are just hanging, and then you just drop. And then you do the other side. And it's just a way of opening up the tissues around the shoulders so that the weight can come from the shoulder blades, because the whole arm is like a lever. And if you can feel it like that, and if you can have your fingers like noodles, they're just so relaxed. You're just hanging on the key. Then the finger pad can be gripping. It can have, it's like that end joint has little teeth in it, and they can bite and just draw toward you or flick toward you as you release on the way up and drop right through. If you thought of the elbow like playing basketball, you throw the ball up, throw the elbow up over the keys to let that arm weight drop, and then just drop slowly, because you want the key to go down to create a warm tone. You don't want to go like from the elbow and create a harsh tone. You want the whole arm and the relaxed weight of the whole arm, and you'll get a much more full, round, warm tone when you do that. And you can practice just taking a single chord, like say D major, and voicing the soprano. You go down here. So it's drop and draw. That's what Adele Marcus used to say. And that's how you can create a round, warm tone using that pad of the finger, get the fleshy part of the finger to be on the key. I mean, if you thought of a gyroscope and it's spinning, you can balance that gyroscope while it's spinning right on the tip. And you can do that on the tip of the finger, or if you want the warmer tone, go for the fleshy pad of the finger. But you want to balance, and when you think of a gyroscope balancing on its own, it's spinning, and it's balanced there on that point. And so you can think of the arm that way, the whole weight of your arm right from the shoulder blades, and get that warm, rich tone. Because then Miss Barnes gave us exercises, the Siva King exercises, and we had to develop each individual finger with a quick, sharp finger action up and down, that the finger is able to support the natural weight of the arm. And there's a whole series of exercises, and I can go into those again. I did them at the start of my YouTube videos a couple of years ago, and then I let it go and just started. I do them every day myself, but they're not easy to listen to. It's just technique and exercises, but you need to develop independent fingers that they can actually transport the weight from one balance position over to another after the full length of that note has been sounded. It's kind of like getting on a bus that has balloon tires on it. Your weight is in the tires, you're in the bus, and you go right through till where the bus gets off, and he's giving you a transfer. You transfer over, but you have to go on that route right through to that next bus stop, that next length of that note, full length of that note, and then transfer to the next bus. So you got to transfer to the next key, and you need to have this rotational doorknob rotation by the forearm. It's like putting a key in a lock and turning it. You need to have that freedom in your hand, and the elbow is completely relaxed. Miss Barnes would always be pulling on her elbow to make sure it hangs, that it falls back, or lifting up, making sure that it drops, that you've got relaxed weight, and then that the finger can be like that noodle, and it's just biting with little teeth in it, in that end joint, and drawing toward your stomach. And that way you can work for overtones and a wave that has the other harmonics in it. And then your tone is going to have color, real singing color. So I just thought I'd throw those ideas out for you and hope that it helps a little bit. Have a good night now. Bye-bye.